Hi, my name is Kendall Bradshaw, and this is my Exercise 8 presentation on robotics. So, robotics is an intelligent, physically embodied machine. A robot can perform tasks autonomously to some degree, and a robot can sense and manipulate its environment. So, some technological characteristics of robotics include detecting movement, such as vision, distance, and sound. They can control movement, can learn and make decisions. They can also communicate and have high accuracy and precision. Looking at the current development of robotics in the USA versus Switzerland, so starting with the USA, it is the world's largest investment in robotics animation, exceeding $732 billion, has the largest economy and a significant share of the robotics market, home to some of the world's top universities for robotics engineering, and has a strong ecosystem for research and development. Now, looking at Switzerland, it has a high density of robots, ranking eighth globally. It is the global leader in deep tech and AI innovation, and then it's also home to globally recognized companies in specialized robotics fields. Also, the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Zurich is a major research institution actively involved in robotics developments. So, who is using robotics? We can see that some current users are in the military, aerospace, healthcare, or agriculture industries. Some potential users could be the education, public safety, environmental monitoring, and construction industries. Now, who could be impacted by robotics positively and negatively? Looking at positively, consumers could be positively impacted through improved services and better product quality, healthcare professionals through enhanced surgical accuracy, and then businesses by increasing productivity and precision. Negatively, workers could have job displacement and small businesses could also be negatively impacted. A career in robotics would include being a robotics engineer, and some of the roles or responsibilities for this include designing and building robot prototypes, developing software for automation, integrating sensors and mechanical components, upgrading existing robotic systems. And then some knowledge and skills include programming, mechanical designs, knowledge in AI, and then electronic control systems. Looking at a robotics engineer, they make about 120,000 to 160,000 a year. And then you would start as a junior robotics engineer, leveling up into a robotics engineer or a automation specialist, and then an advanced career path for this would be robotics project manager or senior robotics engineer. So, where is robotics being used? We can see it's being used in the USA, Switzerland, and Japan. Some of these cities include Boston, Zurich, and Tokyo. Also, some industries, as previously discussed, include agriculture, healthcare, and manufacturing. The top three application areas that interested me with robotics was the industrial automation, and robots can perform repetitive or dangerous manufacturing risk. Secondly, was healthcare, and they can also help through surgery assistance, rehabilitation, and patient care. And then the third application was logistics robots. This was interesting to me because they can automate warehouse operations, can be delivery robots, and then cleaning bots. Lastly, looking at the challenges, this would include high costs, job displacement, ethical concerns, and then cybersecurity risk. On the other hand, opportunities include productivity, increased productivity, safer work environments, and then the growth of new industries. So, why we can look through Amazon robot usage, and the strengths would include improved efficiency through packing, sorting, and reduced timing, fewer cost and safer improvements. And then weaknesses would be high initial investment, dependence on technology, limited flexibility, and reduced human employment. Opportunities could include AI integration, expansion to delivery robotics, global market growth, and achieving sustainability goals. Then some threats would include cybersecurity attacks, competition from other companies would develop, and then concerns about automation replacing human jobs. When are robots being used? So we can see the mass adoption of robots as they become cheaper, smarter, and safer, and these will spread to everyday tasks similar to computers and smartphones. There's rapid growth currently, and it should be adopted through daily life very soon, if not fully adopted by 2035. So, some barriers to this mass adoption would include high cost, technical complexity, safety concerns, and cybersecurity risk. Looking at robotics in Switzerland, we can see that robotics helps through SDG 3 by medical robots assisting in surgery and rehabilitation. Also, assistive robots support elderly or disabled patients, and pharmacy automation to improve access to medicines and reduce errors. Looking at SDG 4 quality education, robots can teach coding, STEM, and AI skills, also helping in labs through practical science experiments and helping them be more safe. Lastly, would be remote learning robots to allow students in rural areas to interact with teachers. Then SDG 9, we can see that robots help industry innovation and infrastructure through autonomous inspection to check bridges, tunnels, and energy facilities. And then also precision manufacturing robots to increase efficiency in machinery. Lastly, we have two truths and a lie. So, looking at number one, robots are widely used in warehouses to automate picking and packing tasks. This is true. Collaborative robots are designed to work safely alongside humans. Also true. And then robots are fully capable of replacing human creativity in designing innovative products. And this is absolutely a lie. So, thank you. And thank you for listening to my presentation.